live, people, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. I'll play the intro and we will get started. Mm, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so hyped for this Vlogmas thing. I have my cousin slash brother slash everything around coming on, French. And after the intro, it's just going to be me talking about Vlogmas, actually. So, my big homie Fulgens kind of was like, yo, I met my lady through Vlogmas. I live streamed through Vlogmas. I met my mentors through Vlogmas. He did everything through Vlogmas. And I was like, yo, bro, what's Vlogmas? Because, like, he came to Albany for an event. And I was like, yo, bro, like, what is Vlogmas? And then he's just like telling me, yo, Vlogmas is like the greatest thing you're ever gonna do as a as a creator as far as an exercise tool. And I was like, oh, put me in, coach. And he was like, yo, I got French hair. But he was like, put me in, coach. And I was like, yo, you definitely inspired me just now. And you told me like the greatest story that's gonna like hold me down for the rest of my career. So uh Foden, Fulgens, Ice here, and Anna Hill, who is his lady. I appreciate y'all because when you hear a story from somebody, it definitely inspires you to be greater, I would say. But with no further ado, I'm gonna bring my brother French in. French talking.
Yo, what's up?
So we good, bro. So now I was just giving like my experience on Vlogmas because Vlogmas is like a vlog slash a blog, and we live right now. So I just had to pay homage and give flowers to the those who came before me, and like especially like when I found out that Doc had Haitian in them and Fulgens had Haitian in them, and Anna's Spanish, but you know, she took the Fulgen, so that's what that is. So I was like, yo, like the people that mostly inspired me besides Alec, I don't want to give out Alec, but yeah, I was super inspired.
That's what's up.
I had myself twice. Ugh. Go ahead.
Yeah, how's my audio?
Now your audio is perfect.
I'm getting a reverb on my end.
Now you are?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or it's like a delay or a lag.
Yeah, it's a delay. So go talk now. Oh, nah. Yeah. So French is off. So just cut off
Damn.
French and then come on with us. You good now?
Yo.
Yeah.
Nah. Hold on. Let me cut it off and I'll be right back.
Let's go. Yeah, but that's what it's been, and this is like what Speedify does. So Speedify, big shout out to y'all. I try to give it to all my friends, but if they don't understand what it means, it is what it is. Like, thank you, Speedify. You know, but yeah, man. Like my community in the LGL fam is like super dope because like we all hard on each other, but easy on each other at the same time because we all realize who each other, like who we all are. And it's the funniest thing because I know I might look young today and everything, but like everyone is older than me, but I don't know what it is with experience, but like we're all treated the same. And I feel like it's a boot camp, and I can say that because like, I've been in the military for 20 years, but it's weird and like, because I'm like a senior leader in the army, I always say like I always tell Doc, and Doc is the like he like is like the facilitator like slash leader of the group. I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to do more. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta do more. Like, we need you. And he's just a nerd. But we from the same hood, and he's Haitian. So I'm like, you gotta do more. Like, I wanna like bring us to Wyoming like Kanye. And like let's just all practice live streaming. And he's like, shut up. Do do Vlogmas first. Get through all the days. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get through it in your colors. So this is like with the graphics and the overlays and everything I have, like that's like a homage to Doc Olas. You know what I mean? And RIP to his pops because man, I was calling Doc for advice and he told me, yo, Pop, like my dad died. And I was still like texting for advice and I had to catch myself. And he hit me with the all good, but that's corny to me as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't do that to my brother. You know what I mean? Even though like I consider him a mentor and everything, I shouldn't do that. Like, and it's cool. And I know I'm rambling right now, but this is cool because it's getting me comfortable in front of the camera, like while I'm waiting for a guest or doing whatever. But yeah, man, it made me think, man, and like all the people in my community, man, like it's just like building community is the most important thing when it comes to this. Like I'm a podcaster, uh, and everybody else in my community they do different things. So like they count money. I look at it like this: like they count money different than I count money. Like I count money like I'm trying to build what I build as far as like people that like rock with Myles, but like they count money because like they're real like people just like without like I wouldn't say without original thought, but they just do it super cool to where it's not like me as a podcaster to where I'm like, oh crap, like you listening to my show, like let me send you a sticker, let me send you whatever it is, right? So it's interesting, but it's super fun going through this journey. It is hard, but I think that we're gonna really plus up on our community and actually be what we intend to be when it comes to this. But so I hear you that like you going at it with your deal, but it's all good because this is Vlogmas and we live, and I'm really obsessed with being live. But while French is getting ready, let me show y'all this. The people from Aperture, like so, I broke your best light, and this is like my favorite light that I haven't been able to use. Right, so this is like the $100. This is like the $100 light that just broke. Urgh. Creators respect it because this light is the best light that you could ever have that will fill your background for 20,000 hours and not even in the socket, right? It charges. It charges whenever it's in the socket. But that's an email for tomorrow, I guess. And I'm very confident that I'm just speaking on just random things. But yeah, so I'm waiting for French right now, and we're gonna. So basically, today is about Haitian proverbs, and every day in my vlogmas is gonna be about Haitian proverbs. But I was thinking, right, because I know a lot of Haitian people, and I'm like, oh, why don't I just try to get like all the Haitians in here and we'll just talk about the proverbs? But it's like as if they know what all the proverbs mean, right? And I'm like, yo, I got my big man Mo here. Mo's my co-host on the Play Myself show, and he said, "Delay, big bro." You got it, bro. Oh, all right. Yeah, it said it's a little small delay. Is this delay on my part? Whatever. If it is, I don't see it. But hold on, let me see if I can take care of it. Thanks, Mo. See how Mo is? Yeah, he's a champion. Hold on, let me see. How about now, Mo? Are we good? Or it's still a delay? All right. Whatever. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm gonna take the whole delay shit off. Yo, Mo, is it still a delay, Mo? Well, I don't know. But if it is, whatever, man. Like, this is Vlogmas, and we'll figure it out today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got my wife on. That's cool to me, at least. But if not, let's go. Right? Let me see if French is coming back, and if not, Let's go. All right. So let me hit French up and see what happens. And he said Mo says we're good, so I think we're good. I think it's actually French's email, maybe because the anticipation. But thanks, Mo. I appreciate you. He said you good now. Let's put that in the chat, right? Mo said we good. Ayy, right? And then let's embiggen that, like we were saying, the ecam community. Let's embiggen what Mo was saying because everybody loves Mo. Okay, so we're good now, and yeah, man. I was super nervous about this, but I feel really good now. And we haven't even got to the show, so which is also awesome. Uh,
Yo, you can hear
yep.
me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, my video is not playing now.
Yeah, maybe. Is it? Do you have Speedify on?
Yep, Speedify is on.
If you want, we could troubleshoot this right now live and go through. You want to go through
I shut
FaceTime?
everything down.
You want to do FaceTime?
Let me now hold on. Let me just shut this down one more time and give it one more shot, and then
Go
we'll go to
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm just rambling right now. So yeah. So big shout out to the cranberry dry, raspberry, doggone ginger ales. My favorite. My favorite. But yeah. So good looking, Mo. I love you, man. I appreciate you, man. So have fun tonight. Uh yeah, man. So it's been like a crazy journey through this whole show. Like the way I really thought of Mo as a potential candidate to be on the show is like, yo, like this dude always had an opinion. And I was like, yo, bro, like you have such an opinion on stuff, like do it live. And he was like, I don't know if I want to do it live. But he was like, yeah, F it, I'll do it live. And it was perfect. Like he was like the perfect match. So like that's why he's the co-host of the Play Myself show. And because like there are people who would say that things are wrong or could get better, but like when it comes to action, nobody's really with that. You know what I mean? It's about that action, and that's how I see it all the time. Like so, when I see people's, I call that. I mean, we call that in Hollis Queens pump faking, right? Because people will act like, "Yo, I'm about to do this." It's pump faking. At the end of the day, oh, hold on. Ooh, I played myself, show. Hold on. So at the end of the day, it's more about like actually doing what you gotta do. Oh, now I'm like bang, bing, ecam. So yeah, you good French? Yeah.
Finally.
So you ready?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was just stalling. I was tap dancing for 13 joms. All right. So guys, welcome to Vlogmas 2021. My name is Myles, and I'd like to introduce my brother from another mother, Claude Roche the third. So boom, he say the third. So boom. So what we're gonna do today is
Third time's a charm.
third time's charm, right? Huh? We're gonna do Haitian proverbs. So with the
Right.
Haitian proverbs are, it's so funny that like Haitian proverbs, it's gonna slap different for everyone. Everyone's gonna slap different. But the interesting thing about it is Claude's gonna say it in Creole, and I'm gonna say it in English. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down what it means to us, and like we hope that people engage us on what this means. This is day 3 of Vlogmas, and I know I have a day 3 in my scene somewhere, and it is right here. So we're gonna do that. This is day 3, just for the timestamp. But you ready, Claude?
Yo, look at my picture now.
You should
This
frozen.
is what I got. Huh?
You should. It was a little frozen.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, it was frozen.
Uh,
But that's an easy fix. So Here goes the choir.
Ouais, jodiya, mais sonje denmen. Yeah.
In English,
Yeah.
see today, but think about tomorrow. Now,
Right.
do you want to go first on what that might mean or what that means? Hey, Sammy, what's up, brother?
See today, but think about tomorrow.
Mm.
To me, it's like remember today, do the things you got to do today. We got tomorrow, but put your all in today. You know what I'm saying? So let's take it in stride, man.
Yeah, so take it in stride. That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. But what I say with that is like, I mean, I don't know if I can say anything better than that, bro. It's like, see today, but think about tomorrow. So I feel like I look at that like foundation, brick by brick, you know? So it's more brick by brick, like on some, I see today, but everything I see today is based on tomorrow's happiness. So when I look at what's going on today for me, for my family, whatever, I understand it and I think I comprehend it, but like where are my action steps? You know what I mean? But like that's just how I look at it rather than how it's looked at from, like a layman's terms or whoever else might look at it. But I don't know, cause like that's what brings me so much anxiety in my life. It's and Brooke said something that was kind of like interesting, right? She said live for the moment but plan for tomorrow. Nah, I actually don't look at it like that. I look at it like it's saying like, so when in Creole, right, Brooke, it's like, yo, when it says where, it's more like look at today. Like not live. It's more like look at today. But like think about tomorrow. So like that's interesting you said that. Like live and look is different to me. What you think, French?
Nah, I agree with what Brooks said, man. So that's how I see it too. Is like doing the things you got to do today, right? Put your all in today. But it's like don't go overboard because you may got tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, yo, so like how you look at
It's like we put it in like a money terms.
mm-hmm.
You get $10,000. Boom. Today you like yo, I'm about to live it up. I ain't had this much money and this and third, so I'm just gonna go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna have to put some up for tomorrow.
That's you. That's not me. You know me. I live for
you
today. I live for today. I
right.
let you spend my tomorrow. And we've
You
been through
gotta
that
secure
already.
that.
Yeah. Nah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
that
the
to me,
securing.
like that's what breed fear, right? Because I never really like think about tomorrow unless I set something in. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because like if I know I'm the leader I am, I put all my chips in when I got to. And I know when to do that. And if I don't know, I've lived with the fail.
But that's the same thing. So it's like you're using discernment. You said when you have to
Mm-hmm.
put in your all.
Yeah, that's
So
most
you know
discernment.
that you're gonna have to have some type of things in the reserve, just in case you do get tomorrow. You don't get that chance.
So Mo said you can't get it tomorrow without getting it today, and that's the thing I'm on. It's like, yo, I'm not
Right.
a I'm the brick builder. I'm not the sustainer when it comes to things. Miles, you know what I
What do you
mean?
mean by that?
So I'm never gonna count on you to build my bricks, but I could count on you if I need something. I know that shit for a fact, right?
So we talking about building or laying bricks down? Because I
And
see it as like building something, understand like your long term goals,
mm-hmm.
right? So if you think about tomorrow, your long term goals, but today is what you got to perfect. So it's like building it brick by brick. Lay one brick at a time. Today is what I got, but always keep in mind I got my goal to reach.
So with me, my goal really never has to deal with anybody else. So like if you come like say for example for the stream, if you on,
Mhm.
it's cool. If you not on, it's cool too. But like you know that about me. Like
Right.
it's like me calling you after this, like, yo, I told you 6 o'clock. I'm not doing that because that's corny to me. Right. And you know that about me. And that's the same way you are. You know what I mean? And that's like
But we
why
was
we
on
mess
for
with each other.
6 o'clock or it was after 6.
No, it's 6.
I thought the time changed.
Nah, but whatever. I'm not gonna
It's
sit
on
here
me.
and like bitch with you about my dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the same time, I look at it as like when like that, and what I was trying to say basically is like when they say see today, right? And it says in
Mhm.
Creole it says where's your jodiya, right? But I feel like that where is heavier than see to me. You know what I mean?
It's the
Because
focus though. The focus you're saying more. Focus on today.
right, so that's basically what it should say, right? Instead of see today, it should say focus today. But the where is like focus because the where is like a arm over your shoulder, like
Mm.
where. You know what I mean? Because every time somebody told me where South at, you know what I mean? It's like damn, you
Like check
reflecting.
yourself.
Yeah, like a where is a
Yeah, I
reflection to
get what
me.
you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it just hit me a little harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when it say like in English when it says see today, but see today, it's like okay, I see today and like it's a lesson. But when somebody says where's that, it's like
Like pay attention. Pay attention.
yeah, yeah. So pay attention. So it's like where's that? It's like no, but then it's like
Right.
where's that? Nah, for real, bro.
Yeah. What about the tomorrow part about it though? I know that's hitting you. The where's your DM is hitting you hard.
It
What
nah, it,
about
it hits me.
the
It hits
remember tomorrow though?
nah, it nah.
See, that's
Cause
the
see,
thing it says, but think about tomorrow. And when I see it, and it's like, man, sonje, denmen, like, yo, remember we got tomorrow. And it's written in English, but think about tomorrow.
right.
And it's
So
like,
remember
remember.
and think means different, right? And that's why I said like when it says changer, that's why I thought of like reflection. And then I think of English and Creole
Right.
different like that because when they saying sonje, it means reflection. But when they say
Like,
see today,
remember.
then they put the apostrophe, but the word is after it. After word is after the apostrophe in English when it comes to think. Think and sonje is different. So think and remember
Right.
is way different to me because we do words all the time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
No,
think
that's dope. Nah, you got me thinking about it like it's more of a reminder of like zeroing in and staying focused, like the pay attention
yeah,
part. Yeah, the whole thing
right.
is like, yo, pay attention, zero in on what you got to do today, and let's get it. Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody never told you sonje without putting their hands on you. And nobody can't tell you
yeah,
that without putting their hands
yeah,
on
you
you.
say that. You say that joint in a way like hands on, like a hit.
No, for sure. Like nobody in like that's a friend is gonna tell you sonje unless it's beef. But if an elder tell you sonje, you gonna think. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like that's the difference. But when they say, yo, see what you
I think
did?
it comes
I
with a
don't like
tone.
you.
Yeah,
It's different. Yeah.
yeah, it comes with that tone. That
And
yeah.
that's why I always think of like as a Haitian person, as a Haitian man, I'm like, wow, son shit. And then say, son shit, son. You know what I mean? It's like, damn,
Mm.
it's a little different,
Right, right.
you know?
It do hit different.
But yeah, man,
That's what's up, man.
this is a great Vlogmas episode right now. And we could close it like that unless you got any last words.
Nah, I think that was it, man. I think we got hit with another one, so we're gonna have to bring me back.
Oh yeah, nah, yo,
make
that's
sure
yo,
that
you know it's mad
make,
funny. Yo.
make sure I get all my shit together.
Nah, yo, it's so funny because like I know you
Right.
were thinking, right? And I was like, yo, friends, do you want the proverb first? You was like, nah, son, I want to hit that shit live. And I'm like, nah, son, proverbs don't work like that. And it's the same thing I was
Mm,
telling Jay, is like, yo, proverbs you really gotta think of. And
This is,
like,
you know what it is? I think it wasn't that challenging to me. It was just like something simple. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really had to think. It's like the proof was in the pudding right there, right?
nah, because you didn't know what I
You
was
don't
gonna
think
say.
so?
Nah,
I
because you didn't know
didn't.
what I was gonna say.
Obviously, we no, of course not. But we always got different perspective on things. But what I'm saying is like, yo, see today, think about tomorrow. It kind of seemed like a layup type of proverb.
Nah, because so it's like this. So like, what if I told you you didn't respect your country, right? Because every time I
Mhm.
look at like a certified Haitian proverb, I'm like, it can't be this simple. Because I know how the men think. No disrespect to the women, but I know how men think, right? And
Uh,
I know for them to have the proverbs, it had to slap, and that's why I picked it. Yo, that's why I
Yeah,
picked
I
it because
don't think like everybody don't go that hard, son, in
nah,
everything.
you're
Bro. There's
bugging,
some
son. Like
layups, yeah,
nah,
bro. There's some layups. There's 3-point shots. There's different
not with
aspects
Haitians,
of the game.
not with Haitians,
Yo,
bro.
everything is like, yo, let me just sit here and think about something that's gonna go crazy because I gotta
No,
woo
no, no,
everybody.
no, 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 no,
You,
sir. Nah, not
you
with
think
Haitians,
everything
son.
is just going hard?
With Haitians, when it comes to these words,
When it,
yeah,
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 when it
bro.
comes, but you gotta specify when it comes to these words on women, you gotta come
Yeah, but
correct.
it's the same thing, bro. It's the
That's
same
the
thing. Like, so in our culture, and I study Haitian culture, it's like more about conquering, right?
right,
But that's only from like our genesis. So it's like, yo, if I establish this, I'm gonna build on this because I got the first joint. Like I got the
right.
first leadership status in here. And that's what
If
it's
you ain't
all
first, you
about.
last.
Yeah. So it's almost like I put it like this. It's almost like I don't know if you know, yeah, I think you know, but like how Oklahoma City was established. It was like, yo, if the first people here could just lay their flag and like if you could beat the person in the back of you and then you got 4 stakes, like yo, that's yours until somebody beat you for it. And as soon as
Right,
everything is established, like you just own it and just come to the come to City Hall and like whatever land you could walk to is yours. And that's
right,
how I feel like it was with Haiti. You know what I mean? But like the people had to fight, the real men had to fight before then. But the reason the culture is established the way it is because like they took that and it was like, yo, this is law.
right. But even with it saying, I'm just saying, like every day, like even talking about writing proverbs, are you really putting in 100% on everything you're doing every day?
Absolutely not. But that's why I'm an imperfect
That's what
person.
I'm saying when it comes. That's what I'm saying when it comes to these proverbs. Like some of this shit can be some easy shit.
Nah, I don't believe that. So like this. So like, yo, the most impressive person in your life is your grandfather, right? Let's say that.
Right.
I know
Yep.
that about you, right? But like the things he told you, you had to look at it like I'm looking at this because it could have been
And
like
that's my because of who he was to me.
right, but you got to think about who he was himself. He lived a whole life, so he lived like 3 of your lives already. So like the mistakes and the calm and the storm, he already been through all of that. So when I
Right.
look at these, I look at it like it's vetted already through the 200,
The
300
so
years
you
of
think
our
the
joint.
elders it just came from only elders,
100%.
all experience.
Yeah.
I think it's like yo, because in life, as far as myself, I was having this conversation with my son too. When it comes to learning for me, I grab from everything, from elders, from kids, because kids could remind you of things like you're not boxed in. Their imagination is so wide, and they could
Mm-hmm.
just do so many things. They see things differently. Now, with an older person, they're more fine tuned, the experience, so they could tell you about how to navigate and go through things. But if you join those two things together, you just get something crazy. You know what I'm saying? You get something amazing from learning how to use your imagination and widen the scope, but then understand how to navigate through all of that. From getting that from elders
I
and
definitely understand what you're saying when you say that, but you gotta like it's almost like paying homage, man. You gotta respect what came. So like when I say Haitian Proverbs, right?
Right.
And like the I got the idea from you, right? And it's
Mm.
something that your dad was telling you, right? At first.
Right.
And then it was like, yo, man, like for him to validate that, and he's a dude that like bagged your moms and had you, and he see you savvy, and
Say
for
it
him to
like that.
respect that, and him for yo, listen, for you to tell
Mm.
your son a proverb, you had to truly believe it.
Yeah.
That's the only way it gets passed on. So like, I look at it like there could be proverbs from the 1700s that didn't make it because people was like, that's not true. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for it to make it all the way to 2021 and still slap,
It's
it
got
got
something
ahead.
heavy with it. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
heavy.
a dude like your dad, that's the only way he gonna tell his son that,
Right. Right.
and that's how I see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or
That's why I always
makes
pay super homage to these. And I'm going on a Haitian talk show tomorrow with my mom. Hopefully, it don't end up messed up because I don't speak good Creole. But I'm gonna tell them like, hey, if y'all want to come on and talk about it. But I feel like I could do this with anyone because it's not like it doesn't make sense in every language. I feel like proverbs are transferable.
yeah, absolutely. Well, sometimes it's like just the way it's worded and the emphasis on it. Sometimes when you translate it to another language, it kind of gives it a disservice. All right, like the
Yeah.
energy, I mean, that's about it. But I mean, if you translate it like how you just did today, right? Where's your DM? I mean, sonje denmen.
Mm-hmm.
That translating it is what it is. But that's why we get to talk and explain it from our point of view. You know
But
what I'm saying? That's
but
how
you
we
know
did
what?
it.
I don't think I would have did that if it wasn't for you. Cause like you really hipped on the words. So when I saw the comma, I was like, because like when like me and you spar all the time, so I'm like, yo,
Right, right.
what's left? And then like when I saw the comma, I was like, okay. And then you said sonje, and I was like, oh, that's before the comma. That's after they both after the comma. So I'm gonna take that. Cause like that's like our argument strategy.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it's not like for anything else but that. It was like, yo, this is an argument strategy, and I'm not gonna use it, but it's for more for good than like us being on the phone fighting all day. Cause like me and you would talk over each other for 35 minutes straight. But
I had
you see what
longer
I'm
than that,
saying? But
but
like,
yeah,
but think, and then man sonje, and it's like, yo, sonje, it just comes different to
yeah,
both of us.
yeah. Nah, after you explain your point of view, that joint did slap. It slapped heavy with me, man.
Right? It's just different.
What?
Wait, yeah, see? But all
Bro.
right, yo, I'm about to hit you in the jack.
All
All
right,
right, thank y'all for
peace,
everybody. Hey,
man.
catch us
Thanks
tomorrow.
for having me, man.
Thanks for that. Nah, you be on. Yeah, hey man, you got a lot more duty to do, bro. So yeah, this is
All
day
right.
three. Day three. Let's make it a little bigger. All right, and then tomorrow, everybody.